Yo, what's happening, family? We back with another YouTube exclusive. All right, today we're gonna be dealing with the historicity of the Bible and is it really reliable? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people is confused out here. You know what I mean? They take scripture literal when it's literary. It ain't literal, my nigga. It's literary, okay? And I'm gonna touch on a lot of spotlighted events that happen in the Bible to show y'all through archaeology, through people. And I ain't talking about no nigga who just sit up in the church and go home and smoke drugs or goddamn drink alcohol. I'm talking about people who do this as a profession. I'm not gonna listen to nobody. Y'all niggas ain't never been to Israel or Jordan or Egypt or nothing like that. So I'm not gonna take your word for it on what you believe and what you feel. Because you didn't have no part in writing this motherfucking book. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna be dealing with scholarly research. I'm gonna be dealing with archaeologists that's over there in the Middle East as well as in Egypt. Historians that they ain't finna lie about. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on? They telling the truth about this chronological timeline. And I don't need too many goddamn archaeologists or historians on my end because I mean, I'm already seeing the lies in the sleight of hand that they throw in this religious bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's, and y'all don't understand that these holidays and these religions and your politics and all of that go hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? So if you honor one aspect of it, then you got to honor the whole damn, melting pot of just mess. So before I jump in, the family, I gotta do it how I always do it. I want to give shout out and praise to the ancestors for putting me in the position I'm in, gracing me with this knowledge so I can give it to my people. Hopefully y'all can go ahead and share it to somebody else who I might not be able to. Thank you for the master teachers, ones who are still with us and the ones who have, departed and went on to the next phase of whatever this life or this energy is supposed to be about. Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Sharshi McIntyre, Ivan Van Sertima, Drusilla Dungy Houston, Francis Cress Wilson, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, George G.M. James, Asa Hilliard. The list goes on and on and on and on. You understand what I'm saying? But today is going to be power packed. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to ever miss a lecture that I'm going to drop down. Because if I put something online, you best believe it's something that the family going to love. Okay, I see y'all been eating up that Halloween and and I got and I'm gonna tell you all these holidays and shit, I'm coming to ruin it. So if Halloween wasn't your favorite holiday, but Christmas is, I hate to tell you, damn it, I'm coming for it. Kwanzaa, all of it, Yule, New Year's, Valentine's Day, pagan, Lupercalia, listen, Saturnalia. I'm talking about all of them pagan holidays, and I'm gonna mix it all together. You know what I'm saying? And when you I told y'all back a couple months ago, you gonna grow with me, okay? You gonna be in a divine state of mind, baby. I promise you that. I'm gonna send you through stargates without mandates, and that's a promise. See, because it's time for us to stop falling for the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Because if you follow foolishness in one aspect of life, guess what? In another aspect of life, you're gonna be blind to the dumb shit too. So when you get a whole gaze and you able to, make this a holistic knowledge base, when you able to see something over here that, your brain might not have correlated before you watch Osiris Child 360. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show you, okay, in every aspect of life. If we talking about electricity, if we talking about the occult way of life, if we talking about religion, if we talking about politics, anything that we, current events, I'm always gonna lead it back. So when you watch a video, it synchronizes. No matter what the concept or the context of the lecture might be, it's all gonna synchronize under one umbrella. Okay, so I'm not gonna harp on that. Okay, family, you see the rolling banner down there, you see the Cash App, you see the email. Make sure you get with me. Hey, let me come on. I appreciate the family that's been supporting me. Okay, that's how it should be. It should be a symbiotic relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you and I cut for you, you cut for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because in these trying times, you got the road crackers out here, beating up on the brothers and sisters and shit, the police and at this late date, as I always say, man, if you don't have a righteous black cause to put your dollar towards that black dollar, put your shit up, man. Even if you ain't shopping with me, just don't shop with no cracker, these Arabs, these pale people. Keep your money in your pocket or support your people. You understand? Now, I know all skin folk and kin folk, you got Negro pins running around here and they they had a greater number than ever. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, you gotta watch who you supporting. You know what I'm saying? It's your money. You do what the fuck you want to do. But I'm just saying, nigga, if you tired of the situation that we in, goddamn it, it's time to switch up your step. That's all I'm saying. You keep doing the same shit, but you better understand that the same shit is gonna keep on happening. So, family, I got the website coming soon. I might have to push that back a little bit because I got some other things in development in the workings. But believe me, it's all for the family. You know what I'm saying? So the website coming soon. I'm gonna have a website for the videos that I can't put on YouTube, can't put on Patreon. And speaking of Patreon gonna be coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So get your ass over there and become a patron. Get on over there. If you're balling on the budget, I got a tier for you. If you want that deity level and you want to go ahead and ascend to another level, you want to jump out the building with knowledge, goddamn it, I got a tier for you. I promise you. Everything is going to be, it's going to be exclusive. You're not going to get this on YouTube, okay? Because I can't, you see how they doing right now. Goddamn it, every time I put something out, these niggas got a restriction or they got something. And goddamn it, I can't be mad because if I got my foot on their neck, I expect them niggas to squirm. You see what I'm saying? I'm putting out information that people not putting out. Listen, you're not finna get this nowhere else. And I don't mean to toot my own motherfucking horn. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go on to this lecture, but you're not gonna get this nowhere. I say that confidently. I'm not cocky, but goddamn it, I done been through 28 years of my life, and I've been getting the same okie doke. You know what I'm saying? But as I tapped into the master teacher, shit started making sense to me. And I can see that the people who actually following my page and following, my moves, they paradigm is changing. I'm getting emails, I'm getting hit up, letting me know that things is going on the up and up because, things are starting to make sense. And that's all I want to do for the family is make shit make sense. Okay, so we moving on. Now, we're going to start this off, and this is a heavy point that I'm going to make because in the Bible, it says, I'm going to just read this in Exodus 15, 3-6. The Lord is a man of war, which is, okay, the Lord is a man. I'm not understanding that. The Lord is his name, okay? But I thought I am was his name, but we're going to leave that alone. Pharaoh's chariot and his host hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea, okay? The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, have dashed in pieces the enemy. Now, the Pharaoh that they talking about was a Pharaoh in the time of Moses, which was Ramses the second, okay, son of Seti the first. Now, the damning thing about this right here, like I said, for one, they calling God a man, and then in one part of the Bible, it say God is not a man that he should repent. And he's a spirit, but now they talking about he a man of war. And that's just like y'all talk about, I'm going to come in here for a second. That's just like y'all talk about, God is a jealous God, but damn, jealousy is a sin. So how the fuck is he? I mean, that don't make no sense. Okay, but that's not the message, but marinate on it. Okay. Now, the funny thing about this is, he's supposed to be drowned, the Pharaoh and his army, because it said his army also drowned, which means that it's another part to that. So the Pharaoh drowned too, and his chariots and shit. And we're going to, you remember that, the chariots, the Pharaoh, and the people, Now, when I go over here, all you got to do is go to Abu Simbel. Now, this is the tomb, this is the temple of Ramses in Abu Simbel. Okay? Now, they say that in Exodus 1:11 that they made the Jews build the cities of Ramses and Pithom. Now he say, so they put slave masters over them to oppress them with forced labor, talking about the Jews. So they talking about the Egyptians forced the Jews in forced labor to build a city, and they built Pithom and Ramses as store cities for Pharaoh. Okay, now it's a couple problems because now they said Ramses here, they said Ramses was supposed to have, drowned in the Red Sea. But damn, you can go, they got his body right now, and he was chilling in his motherfucking tomb. Okay, so that right there show you the nigga, the gig is up right now. I could just stop the motherfucking lecture. I could just end it right now because that destroys that. So is God confused? Is the book lie? Nah, the book is a damn lie. God ain't confused. And once you get down to the bottom of it, the God of that book That's man, okay? Man, just like it say, where it say over here, the Lord is a man of war. Yeah, that's right, because it's a damn man. A man, God ain't writing no motherfucking books, my nigga. Okay? God ain't gave no book to nobody from the damn sky. And we're gonna touch on that with Moses. But you gotta get out of this fucking psychosis, because that is not in reality, okay? Pharaoh Ramses II didn't get drowned in no damn Red Sea, okay? He didn't die in no damn Red Sea. Okay, this is one of the longest reigning pharaohs in Egyptian history. Okay, so that's a they trying to blur the motherfucking lines. They smoke screening niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Because how can you make that mistake? Now I know they knew that it was Ramses' tomb in his body. So how in the fuck could they sit here and say that he drowned in the Red Sea, knowing that his body and his likeness is in his tomb? He ain't never even met no motherfucking Moses. And it's funny that you got Tutmosis, T-H-U-T, I think M-O-S-I-S. Okay, so you see where they got Moses from an old Egyptian pharaoh. Okay, and we're gonna get into where they got this Exodus shit from, because they got it straight from the wilds of Egypt. I'm not finna play with you. And so if the Hebrews, okay, the Jews and the Hebrews, because the Jew is just a Hebrew and an Israelite, they changed their name, but they all got the same lineage, even though it's fake. I'm giving you the story as if it really happened. But let's make a clear distinction here. This shit never happened. But I'm breaking the shit down to you how you can tell that it's fake. Now, they saying that the slave masters, the Egyptians, forced the Hebrews and shit to build the cities and the storehouses in the city of Ramses. Now, with that, the first thing is gonna bring me to my point. How is Ramses in the Bible that was written in 1611? Okay, the King James was supposed to be written in 1611. Okay, the word Ramses, the name Ramses, was deciphered in 1800s. I believe 1822. That's a whole 200 fucking years. How in the fuck do you get a name that's supposed to be deciphered 200 years later in a book 200 years prior? Listen, y'all can go to somebody else and get him that motherfucking lie, okay? You don't even have his name down in 1611, but you got a book that got Ramses, because Champollion has supposed to decipher the Medu Neter for the French and shit when he went over there in the archaeological studies and all that kind of shit. And even then, his work wasn't credited by his peers at the time. And they looked at it as a pseudo goddamn science until nigga, this shit just got put out not too long ago where they accepted the Medu Neter. That's what they call it, the Medu Neter, or the hieroglyphs being deciphered in this modern time. See, so that right there, they don't even know if this is the real motherfucking language. But yet they got that right there is enough to tell them, listen, by now, if you ain't got that this shit is fake, and I got plenty more, trust me, but this is a dagger that's just hood, nigga just, oh man, you hurt. I know you hurt, because you can't refute this. Now, another thing that's just, it just blows my mind that they would even try this kind of shit. Now, this motherfucking city of Ramses was built before the Hebrews even, there was no Hebrews that came in, but before they claimed they came in, the damn city and the pyramids and all that was already built. This shit was already built. So how the fuck is some Caucasoid Jews or Hebrew or whoever the fuck coming in, building some shit up? Y'all don't even got shit at y'all place. You don't see no Hebrew tomb. You don't see no Hebrew. Listen, the first motherfucker who wrote or had anything written down supposedly was Moses. But I'm confused about that, because it ain't say nothing about Moses writing no goddamn book. It said that God dropped the 10 Commandments on Moses. So how the fuck is you getting, the way to live all these goddamn different laws and shit, Deuteronomy, Leviticus, bitch, and all you got was 10 commandments. Nigga he didn't write no book. That was just commandments on stone. And then when he took his silly ass down there and seen the Israelites worshiping the golden calf, he broke the goddamn tablet. So, I mean, I'm like, nigga, you went up there all this time to talk to God to get these tablets just to come down and break the shit? Did that make sense to y'all? Okay, that's what I'm saying. These niggas that have no science, no nothing, but they come to Egypt and building pyramids and megalithic structures and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Where is they shit at before they came in Egypt? That's what I want to know. Point me to that. Okay, don't give me no shit talking about, well, this is what is believed. No, I don't want to hear no goddamn, because I don't have to believe that this is Ramses and his motherfucking sarcophagus. I don't have to believe that this is a nigga, do you know how big these goddamn statues is? Okay, he got these are smaller ones. He got 4 66-foot statues in front of his goddamn in front of the temple. Okay, and then when you go inside the temple, just to show you, on certain parts of the year, the sun would. They got 3 deities and then Ramses in there. Okay, so you got 3 deities lined up. Okay, you got Ptah, Horus, and I think I don't know if it's Osiris. Anyway, I know it's 4 of them. Okay, I know it's Ramses, Ptah, and Horus or Ra. Okay, now the sun only shines on 3 of the deities, but Ptah, because he's the god of the god of creative darkness and everything, the spark of the universe, which is dark. He stays in the dark. That show you the architectural science. They knew the angle to build a motherfucking temple for the sun to shine down and hit the deities. So that's great, okay? Because you got Horus Ra is the god of the manifestation of the sun. Okay, then you got Ramses, which is the son of the sun. That's why they call it the Sa-Ra, the son of the sun. So you see symbolically the sun hitting on them is like it's communicating with itself. That is fucking genius. I advise y'all to look up Abu symbol, ABU. I should have put it ABU SIM as in Mary, BEL, Abu symbol. Man, this is one of the greatest fucking temples in Egypt. Okay? In Egypt, really in the world. One of the greatest temples in the world. Okay, and we talking about thousands of years ago. Before it wasn't no Moses. It wasn't but before the concept of somebody who put Moses in these damn books, thousands and thousands of years before this. So how the fuck is they building or help build anything if the shit was already standing? I'm not gonna harp on that too much longer. That's if you argue with that, you silly. Okay, now I'm gonna get on these damn Hebrews and shit and these damn Israelites, because see, the Egyptians didn't even fuck with the what is that called? The Israelites and the Hebrews. You gotta understand that, because that's Greek. Listen, they give different names and shit. But what is the Bible written in? The first Bible was in Greek. Not no shit that they talk about that the Hebrews wrote. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about the Bible that's held in the Orthodox Church. That's Greek. Okay? So the point I'm trying to make with that is, when you look at these so-called Hebrews and Jews and shit, these ain't nothing but a offshoot of them Greek motherfuckers. And niggas don't understand the Egyptians fought Greeks off for thousands of years. They wouldn't even let them motherfuckers come in. Nigga, you couldn't even come in. But see, what happened was they supposedly let some Hebrews stay in Goshen. Now they try to say that Hebrews is in Egypt. Nigga, I'm gonna show y'all where Goshen is. That shit is on the fucking Delta. That shit is damn near out of Egypt. So how the fuck is you building pyramids and shit and you ain't even in the mainland? I'm gonna show you where it's at. I'm gonna show you where Cairo is. I'm gonna show you where Memphis is, because that's the first capital of Egypt. Okay, so you're gonna see how far Cairo and Memphis is from Goshen, and you're gonna understand ain't no way in hell these niggas, first of all, like I said, they didn't have no science. Okay, you're not doing nothing. You just was goat herders, and I'm gonna show you in the next slide why they didn't allow them people, because they was filthy. These people was nasty. fucking goats and shit. I'm gonna prove it to you. Now, it's a Genesis 46, 33, 34. It say, when Pharaoh calls you in and asks, what is your occupation? You should answer, your servants have tended livestock from our boyhood on, just as our fathers did. Then you will be allowed to settle in the region of Goshen. For all shepherds are detestable to the Egyptians. You see what I'm saying? They said detestable. They said that ain't even, nigga, it's not even looked at as something that's, how you said, that's even allowed. They didn't even allow these people in the land with them. Okay? Because the shepherds are the testable. And some people say, oh, man, well, what does the shepherds got to do with? But even Jesus, they call him the good shepherd and shit. Okay? Apollo. They called Apollo the good shepherd. See, the Greek shit and Roman shit. See what I'm saying? And all Rome was a colony of Greece. So you still got the same white people. And that's why when you go in Roman mythology, they got the same damn deities. Now they might give them a different name, like Zeus in Greek is Jupiter in Rome. You got Eros in Greek, and then you got Cupid in Rome. You got different, but it's the same shit. So I don't want nobody to get confused or be confused on, the standpoint on Greek people with Egyptians. We niggas, Greeks and Egyptians they didn't fuck around with each other. Okay? Bottom fucking line. Now, I'm going to show you. Now, this is the land of Goshen. Now, do you see what Goshen is? Now, here go Ramses. They talking about they built the damn city of Ramses. Nigga, here go Ramses in Cairo right here. Nigga, that is, come on now. Come on. Nigga, Goshen is damn near out in the Mediterranean. Okay? That shit is in the Delta. Memphis is the first capital right here. Look how far Goshen is from Memphis. Goshen is from Cairo. Okay? I mean, y'all gotta stop this shit, man. And these niggas came in the mainland. Thebes, you got all the temples in Thebes, Memphis, and even in farther in lower, hold on, Upper Egypt. Make sure I got that right. No, this is Lower Egypt right here. This is Upper Egypt towards the Sudan. Okay, so I'm just confused. I'm confused on how anybody could sit here and say that some old goat herding ass nomadic crackers came in the land of high science, because Egyptians was these niggas was, man, listen, let me stop there. Not these niggas, I'm sorry. But our ancestors was on, the road to, not the road to great. They had been great for the longest. Science and civilization. We had already created music. We already had charted the motherfucking stars. Now you mean to tell me niggas is our ancestors done already laid down a zodiac, charted the stars and everything, but they can't work with no stone? You putting the damn pyramids in alignment with the 3 stars of Orion belt, which is the constellation of Orion. Okay, but you mean to tell me you can't work with no stones? And that's, before you even think about doing the shit, you're gonna have to have the fucking art already mapped down. Fuck the science of the universe right now. You gotta have basic concepts of, you gotta have the tools to chisel the stone from the fucking mountain. You gotta have, artisans that can shape the stone into different personas or deities and shit. Nigga, you gotta have all this shit laid down before you even think about doing that. Are you understanding? And you niggas talking about aliens and shit. Well, why didn't the aliens help the Jews in they fucking land build no pyramids? Why don't they have no temples for their king, Nebuchadnezzar? You don't see no motherfucking Nebuchadnezzar temple. You don't see no damn temple of King Solomon. And see, that's what I'm saying. Now, the temple of Thutmose III was destroyed, okay? But they accredit that to Solomon. Now, why the fuck you got to come all the way to Egypt to find your goddamn ancestors? See, damn. Niggas can't never go to Europe and go find they always got to go in the Middle East or somewhere in Africa to go find where they come from. See? And then y'all niggas running away from it. Now I'm finna show you something real quick. Hear me out. Now, see, you wonder why they didn't want to fuck with them shepherds. See, here go them. You see, look at them. Bestiality. Huh? Fucking on the go. Sick shit. Okay, this is why Egyptians didn't fuck with no motherfucking Greeks or no damn Hebrews or Jews or they didn't fuck with none of that because them niggas was shepherds and that's why you got this sheep skin on you when you get your diploma and shit, got the sheep skin on there. They love them some goddamn sheep and lamb and shit. Okay, that's why them Jews they eat that they like that lamb meat and shit, man. You know how that go. But see, that's because they got lonely out there in them damn deserts and shit. See what I'm saying? They didn't like women. They either wanted another man or they wanted some and see, that's where that shit come from. They talk. I heard somebody talk about, I don't know if it was on a movie. I hope it was. Somebody talking about, well, you don't know that you can't tell the difference between what it say, sheep pussy or goat pussy and a real person pussy. I say, nah, family, I ain't rolling with that. I don't know about that because I'm not even finna put myself in a position to compare and contrast no goddamn animal parts with no goddamn human. See, that right there is why when they brought their ass to America, them crackers and shit, they was killing niggas off with just breathing the same air with the Indian, because these niggas was nasty. Okay, when your Greek got your head, listen, y'all, Zeus is that's just like this right here. Now, Zeus was the head patron deity in Greece. Okay, now that's just like and Zeus, he out there raping boys and shit, abducting boys and taking them to Olympus and kissing them all in the mouth and shit, making them the cupbearer. Then, he turned himself into different animals and shit, like Leda and the Swan. He turned himself to a swan and then go fuck on the woman. And I'm sitting up here like, man, what kind of sick shit is this? And that's why I got a lecture saying, should we be teaching this Greek history or this Greek mythology? Because you got Zeus turning into a snake, having sex with his own mama. This is some disturbing shit. And the point I'm trying to make is, now, if Zeus is the patron deity in Greece, that's just like Zeus is the equivalent of how we look at God in America. So that's just like saying that if God, was abducting kids and shit, nigga, that's not rolling. That's not gonna go in the community. Niggas gonna be like, man, hell no, God don't. That ain't no God I need to be fucking with. See, but what they done did is they done sprinkle sugar on shit, because I got that Lupercalia, which is, that's where y'all niggas get that Valentine Day from, a pagan holiday where they run around having orgies and shit, beating the shit out of women with goat hides. See, there go that goat again. They beat the shit out of women with goat hides and shit. This is our subject, but I'm finna bring it back to where I'm going, because in Lupercalia, they said that it's not only the wolf, see, because lupus is the wolf, but it also is coincided with Pan, which is this damn goat right here. This is one of their head deities, and Zeus. See, so even then, in they, not detestable, what is that? In the debauchery, even in all that goddamn debauchery, the head god is the one that's laying all this shit out. He coming down and fucking on women. He's setting the standard. See, and that's why I said with this God, you got to look beyond the motherfucking veil, because this God is getting married when she's 12 years old. He impregnating her. What kind of fucking God is this? You couldn't find no older virgins running around to have God. I mean, Jesus. I'm confused. Then you got Joseph. This nigga they say he was about 90 when he got with Mary. Okay. This is some sick shit. God wanted to kill Abram because he in a hotel or an inn or something. And I'm like, who the fuck? What kind of God is we talking about? This nigga want to kill people and shit. This shit is beyond me. But this is what I'm saying. See, that energy. See, that pain. See, this is the... Listen. Now, I know it ain't no people running around with no goddamn lower goat legs, extremities and shit with a man body. But see, this is the same thing. See, they put it in symbolism. See, but that's really in actuality how they are. So they are, it's just fun and game. No, bitch, that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay, you like fucking on them because I heard was it, man, it was one of them hick towns or them hick states. I don't know if it was goddamn Wyoming or some shit. They had busted a brothel. And what that is they was out there having, the farmer was trading money for sex with pigs and goats and shit. See, this is and even over there in Europe, I think they done legalized the shit over there in Europe where they can, go over and have sex with the goat and this, man, it's just some sick shit. So I'm telling y'all, while y'all following behind this foolishness, this God concept, you better know who the fuck wrote this book. You better understand where this shit come from. Because if you don't know about the Hampton Court Conference with old King Jimmy James, the faggot, okay, over there in England, and them damn Puritans who wanted to reorganize and reform the Church of England, see, they had to write a book in the Tyndale Bible, the Coverdale Bible, the Geneva Bible. See, all that was before. See, I don't know that. All that was before the damn King James Version. See, but they had to go and consolidate that shit. So when they took everything on the road, everything worked in their favor. They had to get shit organized. And half the motherfuckers couldn't even read. They didn't get the damn printing press until 1600s or some nigga. They had to educate the populace to even read the shit. So y'all thinking Europe was on the advanced level. Them motherfuckers just got to where they respectable mentally, okay? Get real with your motherfucking self. And niggas who think, oh, he on the bitch, show me some books then. Don't show me no books that was published in the 1900s and 2000s and shit. Show me the book back then that Europeans was reading in the 1500s, other than the Bible that the damn church had the monks and the priests reading to the people. Other than that, they didn't have no motherfucking books. So how the fuck you expect these people to come in Egypt to build any fucking thing? These motherfuckers don't even have paper. They don't even have paper or didn't know what ink was. Them motherfuckers didn't even know what penicillin was. That's why that bubonic plague was tearing their ass up, okay? Now, I don't want to, but I got to show you the filth, okay? And how this correlate from ancient time. I don't want to call no white people ancient. From medieval time to now, okay? To now. Okay, now I'm going to come up out of here. Now, this is the Akhenaten fight. Now, y'all see, this is what I'm saying. They came in Egypt, seen the shit on. Well, you see the army and shit. You see the chariots rolling through, and then I'm gonna show you the other. And this Akhenaten. Now they had a fight. It was a fight in between the Akhenaten and the Amen priesthood. Okay, and it was near the Mediterranean and Red Sea. Okay, so this is exactly where the Hebrews got their story from. Okay, and that's why they so big on Akhenaten. That's why they always talk about, because so many instances is where they stole the shit from. See, when they was coming on the scene and really seeing what culture was, they went in, and Akhenaten was around that, and King Tut, that was around that time where they was being introduced in. You see what I'm saying? But other than that, that's why they can't go back farther than you. They don't have no claim to that shit. Okay, and Akhenaten was in like the 19th fucking dynasty. Now, and it's only 25 dynasties. They say 30 something, but I don't count them Ptolemies and shit. So I think it was like 25 dynasties where it was African rule. You see what I'm saying? And then after that, you got your Greeks and Persians and all that other kind of shit. And shit started going down. But the 25th dynasty was the last great walk in the sun for Mother Africa. Okay, so when you see these different people and these stories. That's why you can go to the wall in Egypt in certain dynastic periods, and you like, God damn, I seen this shit. I remember reading this shit in the Bible, so that looked just like this. But the only thing is, the shit on the wall happened thousands of years prior to any fucking book called a Bible being written, okay? So I'm going to move on from that. Now, as you can see here, you see the more of the chariots. And that's why I was telling y'all before, y'all remember them chariots and shit that we was talking about, because that's the same. I'm telling you, look, they got this straight from the wall. Straight from the wall. Okay, and then you can see the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. That was the sea battle. So you see they stole our story off the wall and used it to fabricate their own story, meaning the Jews and Hebrews and all that. Then what they did was they flipped the script saying that we enslaved them, But in actuality, it was the other way around. See, they used our story as a catalyst to say, oh, this is what happened to us. Y'all enslaved us, this, that, and now we feeling bad for them and saying, well, if we did it to them, then I guess it's only right that bitch, shut up. Because you don't know your fucking history. That's what the problem is, bro. Y'all niggas will take any fucking thing without looking shit up. And then you sit up here and when somebody come and eloquently, show you what the truth is. Oh, well, we gotta be sensitive. Bitch, I don't gotta be shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to die, you want to go living your life casually, bitch, you're gonna be a casualty. Okay, I don't do that. I need to figure out. You're not finna just tell me anything. You're not finna tell me just any motherfucking thing, and I'm just finna ride with it. No, sir, you're not. Okay, so these bitch ass niggas went, them Jews and them Hebrews and shit went. And they took our shit off the wall. Them bitches fabricated it and then represented it and superimposed it back on us as if we was the ones who did them like that. Them crackers was oppressed in their own fucking land. Okay, you do the story on the Jews and you will see that Hitler, who was supposed to be the one who murdered the Jews, this motherfucker was funded by Jews. Okay? You look up who was funding Hitler. Just look the shit up. And then when you see the Nazis, Nazi. Now in Germany, you had the Ashkenazi, Ashkenazi, Nazi, Ashkenazi. Okay, so the Ashkenazi Jews and the Nazis. So Hitler. Listen, they only killed their own people so they can get over there to Israel. So they can say we being persecuted over here. And see, that's what I'm saying. They was fucking slaves and shit in their own fucking land. Okay? Everybody know that Central Europe was the Slavs. Okay? And the etymology of slave is Slav, the Central European. And that's where them goddamn Jews came from. I don't make shit up. All you gotta do is go look at my lecture or the Jews, the real Hebrews. All that shit come out from over there in Khazaria in Russia. Because before they went to Germany, they migrated southern, from the northern lands, because the Mongols was pushing their ass out. Okay, so they came to settle down in where you see Germany and shit, Kazakhstan and all of that. They mixed, it was a mixture going on in there. And they was slaves. They was made slaves. That's facts. I don't want to hear shit else about what nobody got to say. Bitch, that's exactly what happened. Okay? That's exactly what happened. So I'm done with that. Moving on. Now, this is more, prolific and just showing you prolific information and just showing you how they went and just stole shit from Egypt. Now, this is I believe Shishak, okay? This is Shishak. And she even you see the fruits. Huh? You see the fruits. So you see where they got the tree of knowledge and the fruit that they was eating and shit, and that was evil. See, they got that straight from, and even Shishak was on the temple of Ramses. Okay. And Ramses needed guidance to rule the land. So he asked God for some help. And God sent him a woman. And she gave him gave him the fruit of knowledge. Now, niggas, I didn't make this shit up. You can go right over there to Egypt or you can go to Google and type in Shishak and Ramses. And it's going to show you that they got all the shit straight from over there from us. Okay, they whole fabricated story is from us. So that's why you got to watch yourself when they say, the Bible is a story about African or black. Yeah, well, it's got black hints in there. And what they did, they stole the concept, okay, which is from the black people. And then they how you say it? They mixed their own shit up in it. And then gave it back and then say, oh, well, this is black. No, it's not black history. That's some shit you don't contaminate. Okay, if I need to go, I can go. If I want to see black history, I go take my ass where my ancestors was and see my shit. I don't need to read no motherfucking book in English because the shit English wasn't, man. I'm getting turned because it shouldn't take this much for y'all to understand that we have been bamboozled. Okay, but I'm gonna get off of that. Okay, so now the lady offers fruit and water from the tree of life. Huh? And then you got in Proverbs 3:18, wisdom is a tree of life to those who embrace her. Why would they say her? If God put it down there, why wouldn't they say him? See? Happy are those who hold her tightly. And then you get sayings like wisdom knows her children. See what I'm saying? See? Look, I can't make this shit up, y'all. They stole our shit, okay? That should be liberating to you. Some niggas get scared. Nah, man, bitch, shut up. If you scared, well, keep your ass in church. But this shit should be liberating to my people. This shit should show you that we capable of, great things, because everything that's based in the world today is coming from us. I mean, that's facts, man. Okay? Now, we're going to touch on Moses' weak ass. Okay? It's only going to be for a second because I don't need too much on him. Now, they say, that's what they say. They say Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. Okay? Now, hear me out. In the last book, was it Deuteronomy? No, it wasn't Deuteronomy. Anyway, in the last book, he write about himself dying. How the fuck did you write the book and then you dying? I mean, you dead. Like, he wrote it about himself dying and then getting buried and shit. And I'm like, how the fuck? And then the nigga speaking in third person. And then Moses went up the hill. And then Moses spake to God. And I'm like, nigga, if I'm writing my story, I don't need to speak in third person. Bitch, I can speak in first. Moses writing the book, or Cliff writing the books. So I don't have to say, and then Cliff went and spoke to God. And then Cliff, went to the Israelites. No, nigga, I can say, I went to the Israelites. God spoke to me. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know a man wrote that book. That's how you know a man wrote that book. Okay, and then y'all say Genesis is the first damn book of the Bible. But how is that so if in Exodus it's talking about Moses as a baby? How the fuck you writing before you see that? When you go into the shit like this, it get perplexing because you like, I don't even know how to explain this stupid shit. Okay, now if listen, in Exodus he was a baby. He talking about how his mama sent him through the brushweed and shit, and Pharaoh's daughter came and got all that good shit. Now, so if that be so, how the fuck is Genesis the first book of the Bible? If in Exodus, Moses was a baby, he wasn't writing no books as a goddamn baby. Okay? Let's get real with this shit. Come on, man. We're going straight up the motherfucking middle. Fuck all the tunnel screens and the misdirection. Bitch, we going straight up the middle. How the fuck is a baby writing a goddamn book? So that lets you know Exodus would have had to been the first fucking book. And no matter how you flip it, okay, this all is made up and it's fake. But I have to show my people the contradictions. I gotta show my people the flaw. This is ridiculous. And for you to hold Genesis to Revelations as the infallible word of God, how in the fuck is it infallible if they can't even get they shit right on a personal level? Nigga. Y'all, you take that how you want. Listen. And if you don't take nothing there from that little tangent I just went on about Moses, all I need you to take is and answer is 2 fucking questions. Okay? If Moses is the author of the first 5 books of the Bible, how in the fuck is he writing about his death and burial? That's question number 1. Question number 2. How is Genesis the first book of the Bible if Exodus brings about Moses as a fucking baby? Who the fuck is writing that? Who the fuck is writing that? And if it's Moses, then that would lead you to see that goddamn it, he had to grow up a little bit, so he couldn't have wrote Genesis first. He couldn't have wrote it first. He had to have wrote Exodus first. You know what? Because I feel myself going off, even trying to explain this. That shit's so dumb, I shouldn't even have to keep going on. Nigga, that shit should have clicked right there. Okay, yeah, that's some bullshit. Now, all that we done led up to this far, family, all I've been doing is throwing atomic bombs. Nigga, it ain't nothing on here that ain't heavy. You know what I'm saying? That a nigga can't say, oh man, I can go fuck the pastor with just this one motherfucking slide. One slide. The first slide was enough. But goddamn it, it's target practice right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas take y'all aim and get ready. I'm talking about I got not semi-auto, bitch, automatics. You know what I'm saying? My shit is on constant burst. Goddamn it, and it's tearing limbs off. You feel me? The foundation of y'all religion is no more. Because niggas is not falling for this shit no more. Niggas got Google and all this other shit. Niggas can travel over there now. Now, if you don't want to do that, if the pastor lying to you is enough and you don't want to sit there, then that's your motherfucking fault, nigga. But you have defaulted your power and your will, you know, all the way around. That's your business. I'm here for the beloved. Okay, I'm here for my people. Again, I always say, goddamn it, I'm not here for everybody, all right? I'm not here for mankind. I'm here for African kind. I'm not here for the people. I'm here for my people, okay? My people, the black people, whatever you want to call yourself, African, black, melon, I don't give a damn what it is. The niggas with the wool hair, okay? Thick lip, big nose, and I know Africans coming off, you know, shapes and sizes, but I'm distinguishing those hard African features. So I could, listen, ain't no mix up on who I come for. I'm coming for the African people. If it ain't black liberation, I don't want it. Okay, now I'm moving on. Now this further is going on with Moses. Now this is another question because it say that when Moses rescued or opened the Red Sea and shit for the goddamn, you know, Hebrews to cross through, they was in the desert wandering for 40 motherfucking years. Now family, I need y'all to understand that this trip this motherfucker was supposed to take. And if you go to MapQuest or go, you know, Google or whatever, you know, and you just put in from Egypt to wherever the fuck these niggas, I guess, you know, to the promised land, wherever promised land was, over there in the Middle East, across that in the damn desert, goddamn it, if you look up how long it would take, nigga, it only take about 6 days. 40 years? 40 years? My nigga, listen, y'all. The numbers is just ridiculous. 40 years to wander the goddamn desert. Man, it was supposed to take, buddy, 6 motherfucking days and some change, man. Okay? And then we finna touch on this next slide that these niggas there has been no evidence found to say that these people have, you know, that it was a mass exodus and they crossed it. Like, there's no evidence at all. And this is from Time Magazine. And the archaeologists and historians that saying this, these niggas are from the Tel Aviv University. So they over there in Israel. Okay, they don't find no bones of the people that would have died along the way. They don't find no remnants, nothing that leads up to the Exodus being a historical event. We're gonna touch on that. Okay. Now, again, like I was saying, New York Times, all right, just not in Cliff basement, all right, not somewhere, you know, where it's just Afrocentric hyperbole. Now, this coming from Mr. Finkelstein at the New York Times, okay? It say the Bible as history flunks new archaeological tests, hotly debated studies cast doubt in many familiar stories. Okay. Maybe like the Exodus, maybe many familiar stories like the Exodus. Okay, and it say it flunked the archaeological test, meaning it didn't pass, niggas, in case you didn't understand it, meaning that they didn't know if it even happened. So, you right, it's just belief. Nigga, you just believing at this shit, and that don't mean that it happened. Okay? Now, it say Mr. Finkelstein makes the same argument. Archaeology has shown that early Israel indeed emerged from the local population of late Bronze Canaan. Did you hear that? Canaan, which is the black people. Okay, and that's what Israel was before it. Well, let me check. See, before it was Israel, it was Palestine, and then before it was Palestine, it was Canaan. So them Semitic and them, what is them people called, them Arabs and shit, which is, and Arabs. You got to be careful with these words because Arabs that name come from the geographical area that they settled in, which is Arabia. But what you don't understand is Africans, what they call the Queen of Sheba and all that, which I don't get into that shit, but it helps you understand that black people was already there. When you look at the Ethiopian script over there in Yeha, okay, then you go to Yemen, they got the same. Now Yemen is over there in Saudi Arabia. That's the point I'm trying to make. So you can see that the Africans was already there. So you call them Arabians and you thinking that it's the pale Arabs and shit. No, that's not what that is. Okay, when we talking about in antiquity, we talking about the black people. So Canaan and all of that area, okay, was populated by, or I'm gonna just put it, Israel, okay, because I know some of you niggas might know Israel. Israel, which is ancient Canaan, okay, in modern time, Israel is past time ancient Canaan. See, that was all populated by black people, but when you got your, the Islam and shit coming in, you got them damn pale Arabs coming to settle in the land and shit. See, at that time, it turns into Palestine. And see, what them Arabs did, I'm talking about the pale Arabs, not the Africans, what they did to our African brothers and sisters over there is written in that goddamn book. See, but they changed the names and shit, like Nebuchadnezzar and what's that other motherfucker name, man? Hezekiah. See, they changed the names up. So they put fictional characters, but the plots and the scenes be real. So when they say that they went over there and killed all the black people, the children of Ham and Canaan, and settled in that land, and they said they was peaceful people. They said they was peaceful people. They weren't even starting no shit, not no warriors. See, so they went over there and killed our people. Now today, what is Israel doing? Going over there and killing them people in Syria and Palestine, dropping bombs and shit. Listen, that ain't got shit to do with me. Cause just like Malcolm said, them chickens done came home to roost. You not finna get a motherfucking penny out of me. And that's just like that Black Lives Matter shit talking about. Now we got problems in America that ain't being dealt with. These motherfuckers want to talk about giving money over there to the Middle East and help Syria. Man, fuck that. You niggas got that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with it. Now I'm moving on because I know they'll try to take my shit up off of here because I'm telling the goddamn truth. Now we dealing with who is this? Herod. Okay. Now I know. Now the thing about Herod is this. I hope you niggas know about Herod because damn, this nigga was one of the main points in the Jesus story. Okay. Now Herod had supposed to have been died in 4 BC. Do y'all niggas know what BC stand for? It stands for before Christ. So now, how in the fuck was Herod trying to kill Jesus? If Jesus was born, he had to be born 0 BC, or the year 0, because that's when the year of the Lord is. See, he died at 33. Okay, so how in the fuck is Herod trying to kill Jesus? If Herod is dead, he's dead. So that historically, it couldn't have fucking happened. Is something missing you, nigga? Do you not understand what the fuck I'm saying? The basis of Jesus' story when it first started off is that Herod wanted to kill all the little kids because he felt like somebody was going to take his throne. And I'm going to do me a lecture. Let me come on up out here. I'm going to do me a lecture on Jesus being, the combination of Greek gods. Because what happened with Zeus? Okay, Zeus, he had to run away to Crete. See, and the reason he had to run away to Crete is because his daddy, Cronus, okay, was eating the children. So his mama, Rhea, had, fooled Cronus by putting, now listen here, hear me out. I got to come back in for this. She fooled Cronus in wrapping a stone in waddling clothes. Is that not what Jesus was in, waddling clothes and sheets and shit? And when you look at the nativity scene, yes, I don't even, now, because I know a lot of you niggas don't even know your fucking book, okay? But I'm telling you, you read it, that's what it say. Now, she wrapped a stone in swaddling clothes. Funny that Jesus moved the stone to come back, man. But anyway, now, whenever Rhea had got Zeus, she had took him to Crete. She took him to the island of Crete and put him in a cave. Now listen, Jesus, now they tell you Jesus was born in the manger. But when you take your ass over there to Jerusalem, you know, this motherfucker is, his nativity is in a fucking cave. It's in a cave. That's the same. So that's what I'm saying. The parallel between these damn Greek, because Jesus, again, I just told y'all niggas that this book was written in what? Greek. Okay, so you got Greek stories, you know, colliding with this supposed to be religious story because it's the Greek people. So they just took different attributes of different characters, you know, consolidated into one, you know, from Serapis to Zeus to Ammon, all that, Dionysus, Bacchus, what's his name? Odysseus, or whatever the fuck his name is on them at the Iliad and shit. Listen, all of that is culminated in Jesus. Apollo. I just told you Apollo was the good shepherd, and they called Jesus the good shepherd. I'm not gonna spill all the beans, but goddamn it, I got some heat for y'all niggas. I promise you, ain't nobody working harder than me, man. Goddamn it, I'm doing more research than niggas, you know, in fucking colleges. You understand what I'm saying, nigga? You nigga go get you a nigga with a PhD. Go get a nigga with an MD. Anything you want, and put him up. That'll be the last time you hear from that motherfucker. I promise you that. Put him up against me. The nigga, you can have all the alphabets behind your goddamn name you want, nigga. Nigga, I know my science is right and tight. Okay? And how you feel, I tell niggas, man, I'm not here to discuss how you feel, my nigga. I'm not no motherfucking therapist, and this is not no consultation session, okay? This is not how we gonna do this. You need to bring some facts. You need to bring some hard facts, okay? If you ain't doing that, I'm good. Now, it say historians generally believe that Herod died in 4 BC, although there have been arguments made that he died in 5 BC or 1 BC, even though I don't give a damn what year. The BC stand for before Christ. So if you died before Christ was born, bitch, you couldn't have been putting a hit out on 2-year-old kids. Dumbass niggas. Let me come out here. Now, the Gospel of Matthew claims that he tried to kill baby Jesus and succeeded in killing all the other babies in Bethlehem in an event that is sometimes called a massacre of the innocents. Okay, we don't need to touch on that. Okay, read your Bible and you see what's going on. And then they gotta paint them as see, everybody is white, but see, the ones who killing babies is darker. You see what I'm saying? See, that's that game they play with you. That's that game they play with you. Now we're gonna get into your sweet Jesus. My bad, family. We're gonna get into your sweet Jesus right now. Okay? Now, listen, family. Well, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this first. Man, look, if you niggas believe this shit, I'm gonna just read this. Let me come on up out of here because I don't even want y'all to see my face. This is now I'm reading this from Matthew 27, verse 45 through 53. And I'm gonna try to get through it without, because it's just so much wrong with this. But it say from the 6th hour, hold on. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over the land until the 9th hour. See, I want to say something now, and about the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Woo! Woo! My God, why have you forsaken? Now this God, Jesus God now, y'all say, he talking to another God, talking about, why have you forsaken me? Some of them that stood there when they heard that said, the man calleth for Elias. I don't know who the fuck that is, but I'm just being, I know who Elias is, but I'm just saying that I ain't know God's name was Elias, okay? But then it say, and straightway one of them ran and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink. The rest said, let us see whether Elias will come to save him. Jesus, when he cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. I don't know what the Holy Ghost, nigga, what ghost is you talking about? And listen to this now. I want you to listen to this shit. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. Let me read that again for you niggas. Cause get this shit now. Now y'all gotta know that the Jews in their temple, according, just hypothetically, because I don't believe this shit. The Jews in the temple, that was they claim to fame. Like that was they So if the damn temple would have rent in two, if it split it down the middle, that shit would have been in every fucking book. Every goddamn Jewish historian, Philo, what's his name? God damn it. His name Philo. I can't think of his last name. But anyway, he was supposed to be a Greek historian that was, nigga, listen, he was contemporary to the time of Jesus. He lived contemporary to the time of Jesus and never mentioned him. He never mentioned the temple being rent into. He never mentioned the earthquake. And he never mentioned the motherfucking sun being blotted out for 3. Nigga, do y'all know what happened if the sun blotted out for 3 hours? Nobody wrote about this. You can only find this in the Bible. No ancient nigga. The sun was blotted for 3, meaning the world was in darkness for 3 hours. No other culture writes about no damn earth being under darkness for 3 hours. That's silly. Let me finish this goddamn script. Because that's what, let me finish this scripture. Okay. And the earth did quake and the rocks rent. So the rocks even split. You got rocks split. Okay. And see, this sound like, let me finish this. I'm sorry. Now listen to this. And the graves were open, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose and came out the graves after his resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared unto many. Now, let me back this shit up. Let me go to the first thing. So we touched on the sun being blotted out for 3 fucking hours. Okay. Which is a cult. Okay. That's got to deal with, certain parts of the body. I'm not going to get into all that. But if you into that, you go look up my lecture. What is it called? It was one of my first. I always forget because goddamn this months ago. But I'll put the link up top. I want to say, is it astrology, astronomy in the Bible? Or is it a cult? Oh, it's hidden gems in the Bible. That's what it is. Hidden gems in the Bible. I'm gonna put it up top so y'all can click that link. So now, and now, how is Jesus, who was supposed to be God, calling out to another God to save him? We talking about a man who walked on water. Okay, he quieted storms. Okay, this motherfucker rose people up from the dead. And that's another version of Asclepius. And that's a Greek. See, I got that smoke for my people. Okay. He raising people up from the dead, feeding on more than he on 2 occasions. He fed, 4,000 and 5,000 people with a goddamn 2 fish and a loaf of bread. Now, my nigga, you mean to tell me you can do all of this, but you can't get your ass up off that cross? You can't take some nails in your hand and feet and a damn arrow that pierce your and I'm gonna get into that because, and I'm only gonna touch on this real slightly because it's gonna fall into my Valentine Day. Because see, a lot of you niggas don't know, y'all gonna send in them Valentine cards and y'all got the heart with the arrow in between. See, what you don't understand is that's symbolic of when they pierced Jesus' chest and up in the heart. Now people say, well, what's the correlation there? Nigga, if you don't understand Cupid and Venus, see Venus is the mother of Cupid. See, and then you see that where they get that baby Jesus shit from. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. They the same character, but they just switch the attributes up. See, so that arrow, Cupid shooting the arrow and hitting you in the heart, that's the same motherfucking thing as Jesus being pierced in the goddamn chest, and it touched his heart. You can go look it up. They even got the Pope even had made some statements or something like, I don't know if it was a statement or whatever it was, but he even said, because they had a question about it, did the lance pierce Jesus' heart? They said, yeah, there's no doubt that the lance went through Jesus' heart. This is fact. That's why all them pictures you always see Jesus with the heart in the middle, or he got the heart in his hand and his, got thorns and shit around it. See, being pierced. See, so the correlation I'm trying to make is showing you that the Greeks and the Romans, they just morphed and evolved the fucking story to Jesus, but they kept the same backdrop. Okay. And see, even with Zagreus, Zagreus is, they got different names for different cultures, but he basically just another version of Bacchus, which is Dionysus, which is the god of wine. That's why Jesus turning water into wine, talking about he the vine and his father is the vine dresser. See, that's Greek shit. Okay, and then Zagreus, because Zagreus was the son of Zeus. So when Zagreus, because Hera told the Titans to kill Zagreus. So now it's some sick shit. This a child. This motherfucker metamorphosizing into bulls and shit. And see, so when he metamorphed into the bull, goddamn brain going 1,000 miles out. When he metamorphed into the bull, the Titans, killed him and ate him. Now, I'm just showing you how sick this shit get. But I got to show you the correlation between this Jesus and showing you how this is not a reliable book. Okay, not historical anyway. When Zeus caught wind and understood what was going on with Zagreus and he got killed, then he struck down the Titans. See, that sounds like right there, the earthquake, rocks rent, goddamn, the veil, all this chaos started to happen once Jesus died. Just like Zeus started making chaos on the fucking earth when Zagreus died. God, not Jesus, God was the one who was renting the temple in two, making the earthquake, making the rocks rent, raising motherfucking saints from the dead, which I'm gonna touch on that next. Raising saints from the dead, just like Zeus, who is the Greek version of our God in modern time, got mad when Zagreus died and he started sending thunderbolts and earthquakes and shit all on the goddamn. And see, then they said humankind came out of the ashes of the Titans, which was the bad, and then Zagreus, which was the innocent good, you got people. That's how humanity was formed. And out of the remnants of the good and bad is why we have them dual aspects of our nature, the good nature and the bad nature. See, and then they say that the motherfucker, whoever Zagreus' mama was, found the nigga heart. Now this is just crazy mythology. Found the child heart. And then, got I don't know if she ate the heart or did something to it, and formed another version of Zagreus or Dionysus or whoever. See, this is some sick shit. Okay, that's exactly why I got to drop that lecture on it. Are we supposed to be teaching our people this Greek mythology? Because this is perverted. Now, I'm gonna go move on. Now it's saying, and the graves was open. Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And the graves were open, and many bodies of the saints. Now listen. The Catholic Church hadn't formed yet, y'all. So it ain't no saints. See, Christianity and shit did not come on the scene yet. We talking about 30 AD. The Romans just now really getting a foothold. So they don't have no fucking saints. So how the fuck is it saints before Jesus is dead? Because in order for them to have saints to rose about the grave, meaning they had to have died before Jesus was on his cross. If there was no Catholic Church, if there were no saints, Saint Valentine, Saint Patrick, Saint Nicholas, there was no saints prior to Jesus, if he existed, in Catholicism, because there wasn't no fucking Catholic Church at this time. Okay, it was just the Roman Empire, supposedly. I'm just rolling with the narrative. So, how the fuck is saints rising up out the ground? That's number one. If there is no saints in recorded history yet, the fuck is you niggas talking about, man? Number two, dose. Why it said that these damn people appeared to many folks. These dead saints appeared to many people. I need to know something. Why ain't nobody wrote about this shit? We don't see nobody writing about. Other than this damn Bible, nobody wrote about seeing no fucking zombies come up out no damn grave because a cracker died on the cross. Nobody. So what are y'all talking about? I mean, do y'all really read this motherfucking book? When I see shit like this, I'm like, it didn't take me 5 times to get an understanding on what this shit is saying. I read this one time and said, this has to be the silliest shit I've never heard in my life. No other fucking historian, no other archaeologist, theologian, nobody wrote about this. Contemporary to when Jesus was supposed to live. Before or after, nobody wrote about this. Why? Because it didn't fucking happen. It didn't happen historically. Now, literarily, do you know what literature is? Literary versus literature. That's what I should title this shit. Literature versus literary. I'm sorry, my bad. Literal versus literary. Y'all niggas gotta understand the fucking difference, man. And see, that's why you gotta get out them cheap drugs. That's why y'all gotta stop popping them goddamn pills. You know, goddamn, drink some water or something. You know, get your, because you niggas is y'all drinking that syrup and goddamn it, wine, all the got to see that Dionysus shit and liquor. Y'all niggas need to come up off of that hard drugs, my nigga. Okay, get a understanding. Get a think. Your brain was developed to think. You niggas is at a standstill because your brain is just. I don't understand how the shit ain't turned to mush yet. Like, what the fuck is really going on? Now, I had one more point to make on this. Let me see. We talked about the niggas rolling up out the grave and shit. Ain't nobody wrote about that. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, I mean, did they just keep walking around the city? Did they get back in the grave? Like, what the fuck happened? And that's why I got a lecture about Lazarus and Melchizedek. Now they say, did Jesus just raise Lazarus up and then he just, is he still walking around this motherfucker? Did he die out? What the fuck? What was the point of you raising up? What's going on? And then Melchizedek, it say, now this motherfucker sound like God. He didn't have no end or beginning, no mother, no father. He ain't got no family, So if he ain't got no end, that means the motherfucker's still around here somewhere. Okay, they claim he like 900 some years, motherfucking old, and I don't know how you could put an age on somebody that always been here. I don't want to see, but that's just the psychosis that you niggas is under. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in any damn thing. Okay, I'm off it. Now, this right here is, I gotta put this in because they say Moses grew up with Ramses. Okay, this is Seti the first right here. Seti Ma'at the first. Now, this is his son Ramses the second. Now, listen to me, y'all. This is important because, hold on, let me make sure. Okay, there we go. This is very, very, very important because of the fact they always try to say Moses came in with Ramses. He was contemporary with Ramses' time. So now, if he was brought up just like Ramses from Seti, where the fuck is Moses at on here? Where the fuck is he? He came in as a baby, so he should be, where the fuck is he at? He's supposed to have received the same knowledge and training as Ramses II did, yet you don't see Moses any. That's what I'm saying. See, historically, you don't see these folk. Okay? Now, it says Seti the first died in 1279 BC. That's, what, 3,200 years ago? Wait, let me see. Yeah, about 3,200 years ago. Okay? I mean, I don't know how old was, I want to say Moses had to be. See, and they don't even have a date for Moses. I'm just not thinking. They don't even have a date for Moses. They just leaning on saying that he was around the time with Ramses. So they don't even have a date when he's supposed to be on the scene. But if we just look at, that's Abraham. I think they say Abraham was like was it 2100 BC? And that's something else I want, because Abraham is the first Hebrew. I forgot to break that shit down earlier. Now, if Abraham is the first fucking Hebrew, okay, he wasn't born until they say 2100 BC. Okay. They try to say the Hebrews built the pyramids and shit. My nigga, the pyramids, going with the white boy date, they say the pyramids is what, 2500 BC? How the fuck is Hebrews building pyramids if the first Hebrew on the planet ain't even born yet? Anyway, who reigned from 1290 to 1279 BC? His father, Ramses I, reigned only 2 years, and it was Seti who was the real founder of the greatness of the Ramesses. Okay, so he named his son again. We don't know if his name was Ramses or not, because they claim that Champagne, and this, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. If y'all interested in that, y'all go. I'm gonna throw my lob to Seti and Pharaoh. If y'all interested in it, y'all go look at General Seti page and Pharaoh page where it talks about that. Okay, because I'm not finna really jump into all that, man. It's too much explaining, and I'll be on this motherfucker for another hour. But it explains that, and it you know, glances over that fact that, goddamn, my nigga. I mean, how does this even come into fruition that this could have actually happened when the time frame's not even matching up? And speaking of time frames, which this is gonna, you know, lead me into my next point. Okay. Now, they say the earth was created 4,000, they say 4004 BC. Okay. Now, if you need to cross-reference me and check, motherfucker, all you got to do is go get one of them old King James versions, okay, and look at the beginning of the book, and it's going to show you God, and that's why I got the word right there. See, Adam, well, I'm not going to get to that, but the earth was created 4004 BC according to the Bible, okay? The earth, the whole earth now, even though, see, again, it ain't reliable, even though we got structures in Africa that's, man, they say the Adams calendar in South Africa is 75,000 to 100,000 years old. So if that be so, even if we take the lesser number, nigga, that's still a whole 70,000 years older. So what the, I mean, how the fuck was they, I mean, y'all gotta, come on, bro. Like, it should, how we got this far down the destruction hole, I have no idea. Because this shit should just be common fucking sense. This nigga, God created the world 4004 BC. Now, what correlates to that, and that's what I was gonna say. This is, I didn't even explain with my bad family. Goddamn. This right here is the Abydos Kings list. Okay? So it's showing all of the kings. You know, Seth is showing his son Ramses, all of the kings that came, now the great kings, because some of the kings and queens they left off. You know, they left off Hatshepsut. They left off, you know, Akhenaten and King Tut. So this is 76 rulers. Okay? 76 rulers on this kings list, which is a continuous dynastic rule of over 2,000-3,000 years. Okay? 2,000-3,000 years. So listen, if he came in, if he died at 1279, let's just say he was born around, I don't know, 1240 BC. Let's say 1240 BC. Okay. Now, if this is at 1240 BC, when he laid out to his son all of the greatness, how many years is from 1240 BC? And then well, hold on, I think you add another. Yeah, you add another 2,000-3,000 years on it, nigga. You had it's 1292 or 1279. That's 3,200 years ago. So then if we go back another, 2,000 years, nigga, that's 5,000 goddamn years ago. That's already blowing the damn Bible out of just. And then on top of that, it was supposed to be a flood. Now, how the fuck is it a flood, a worldwide flood, but Egypt is still having kings and shit on the throne? Not a break in the kingship, not one break in the kingship, yet they saying that the whole earth was flooded. Are you getting it? It couldn't have been flooded, or they just didn't tell the Egyptians because shit, they was rolling like ain't shit happened. Okay? So there was no motherfucking mass flood of the whole fucking world. Or else Egypt wouldn't have 76 continuous dynastic rulers. I mean, this is a primary source, family. This is primary. You can go over there and look at this shit for yourself. This shit was made in Egypt at the time when Seti and Ramses was there. Do you understand? Okay, so this is not no sleight of hand, and you can go right over here. Where is it at? So we talking about the flood had to be around, see, there go Abraham. Where is Noah? Solomon, Jonah. I don't even. Jews, Israel. See, this ain't. Well, and right here, family, it say Jesus 4 BC. How the fuck is Jesus born before he born? And that's another thing, because I had touched on that too on my other lecture. The Catholic Church say the nigga was born 3-4 BC. If that's the case, if he was born 4 BC, then who is Christ? I mean, because BC stand for before Christ, even though I say it stand for before the cracker, because it was no Jesus Christ. But I say before the cracker, but I'll play your game. If it stand for before Christ, how is he born before he born? Okay, so I'm trying to figure where. Oh, there you go. The Noah flood. Now, family, it say the flood took place between 2300, 2400 BC. Okay, 2300, 2400 BC. My nigga, we just said that this is this 1279 BC. So if we go back another fucking 2000 years, that's 3200 BC. So in that gap right there, you would have had the flood in between one of the kings in Egypt. There is no fucking flood that happened worldwide. Okay? And the proof is because Egypt is on this world. And if they didn't have no damn flood, it couldn't have been worldwide. Now, I understand the Nile River, overflows. I understand that. But that ain't saying that the whole damn world is overflowed. Okay? Okay? So, I mean, you can look at this damn, if you want to, nigga, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. I choose, I'm just going this to show you that they lying. Okay? Now, if you want to go and look at it for some spiritual gain and shit, and base your whole historical output on what the fuck these people lying about, that is your business. My job is just to show you how they lying. Okay? If you go back behind it and try to make excuses for the cracker for lying to you, bitch, that's between you and your intellect, or the little bit that you got. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? It say John writes the book of Revelation. See, how the fuck is, man, let me get off this shit. Let me just get off this shit. Okay, now in Genesis 32:28, they say, and he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince has thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed. Now listen to me, y'all. Now, I don't know how many of y'all know the story about Jacob. Now, Jacob was a goddamn, he was a two-timer. This motherfucker, he'll get down on you. You see what I'm saying? But, God always got to use the sinner, right? Stole his brother blessing and he was the prodigal. I think he was the prodigal son, or however the fuck they say that. Okay? Now, this motherfucker was wrestling with an angel. Now, family, what kind of silly shit is this? We talking about a motherfucking angel. Now, he was wrestling with the angel, and I guess because he won, which, man, come on, man. He won, and then God changed his name to Israel, okay? Did you hear me? Change his name to Israel. Hear me out. When you look, first of all, it was no A-E-I-O or U 2,000-3,000 years ago, so it wasn't no vowels back then. Okay, so a nigga gonna try to throw some, no, they meant this. No, you know better than God. That's what you're trying to, you know better than God. Caesar, man, well, that ain't what they meant. They meant in this other book that they found. I ain't trying to hear about no more motherfucking books, nigga. I'm whatever, because y'all said that God ordained certain books in that Bible, and whatever's in that Bible, that's the only thing. So, nigga, don't be coming to me talking about now, you got to go read another book. You got to go get another understanding. Bitch, I understand enough. You lying. That's what the understanding. You a motherfucking lie. Okay? Now, the funny thing about this is, on top of it not being no vowels back then, okay, is the fact that Israel just became a motherfucking state in 1948 when the motherfucking Peckerwood Jews was getting, well, they wasn't getting ran out. They was putting together propaganda so they could have a homeland in Israel. That's why them hoes talk about, we found our genetic marker and our genetic trait that goes back to Jacob, because he changed the name to Israel. You was a motherfucking lie. Okay? And then listen, see, it wasn't no J, so they always try to use that Y. So then they try to say Yakub, okay? But then the story of Yakub, they say that white folks and shit was made in the goddamn lab using monkeys and shit. Well, I mean, hey, you take how the fuck you want to take it, but you know, they was talking about all this shit, and then they named they progenitor of their land Jacob. Okay, and then his name changed to Israel, which is supposed to be the given name or the given land of the Jews. Silly shit. Now, on top of that, now because again, they always throw that motherfucking contradiction. Now they say no man can see God face to face and live, right? Somehow, I don't know, I guess, you know, God threw away that law or something, because here comes Jacob. He saw God face to face, and he called a place Peniel, or your pineal gland. See, okay. So now I'm in a this is a catch-22, because you can't see God face and survive, you know, I guess in all his glory and shit. And that's just like that goddamn Greek story when one of the women that Zeus was fucking on, let me come out here. One of the women that Zeus was fucking on, hear me out now, you know, she wanted to see if he was really who he said he was. And, you know, Zeus was like, well, nah, you can't see me in all my splendor, because, you know, you a die or some shit like that. Bottom line, you know, he turned into what he really looked like, and then she wound up dying. But then, listen, that was the birth of Dionysus. See? They got different. That was the birth of Dionysus. And I'm finna, because he go further than that. Now Dionysus was born prematurely. So what did they do? They cut, was it Apollo? One of them, I don't know if it was Apollo or Mercury, cut open the thigh of Zeus and put Dionysus in there, and he was born out of the thigh. Listen to me. Whenever Jacob got caught, whenever he was done fighting the angel, it said that his joint in his thigh had become what did they say? I don't know if basically his joint in his thigh had become, you know, I don't know, man. However the fuck you want to say that, goddamn it. But I'm showing you the correlation between this Greek shit and the Bible. So this is not no reliable book on as far as basing shit on history. Okay, this is just watered down, bastardized Greek versions of, you know, religious versions of Greek stories. That's all this shit is. Okay, but that's what it said. His joint was halted on his thigh, some shit like that. Okay, so you see, Dionysus was put in Zeus' thigh, and then Jacob had to halt upon his thigh. Now I'm finna fuck you up, because I always, because I ain't gonna never tell you that, oh, well, it came from this place, and not show you no motherfucking proof. Because even though I said that, you know, they got it from Greek, the Greeks didn't have no motherfucking science, didn't have no books, they didn't have no sense. So they got their concepts from Egypt. I ain't finna hold you up. Hold on, because here it is. The master teacher Ashraf Quasi put it in perspective for you. See, he went over there. Okay, he got tours that people go over there. You can see this for yourself. Ain't nobody gotta hide shit from you niggas. See, y'all gotta believe. We don't have to believe. See, that's what it is. That's just what the fuck it is. Now, hold on now. I'm gonna let the master teacher talk to you.
Gold Shrine of King Tutankhamun. Ra is rising up and activating his pineal gland. He halts upon his thigh because he met Ra face to face because his pineal gland has been opened. Wait a minute. What? The African spiritual mystery system in the Bible? And Genesis chapter 32, verse 30, and Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. Verse 31, and as he passed over Peniel, the sun rose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh. Isn't that what you see with King Tutankhamun? As the sun rose upon him, activates his pineal gland, he halts upon his thigh because he met God face to face long before Genesis and Jacob in the Bible?
Okay. So, I mean, I done told y'all, I don't do feel-good sessions. I do facts. So they stole these concepts from ancient African knowledge. Okay? The Bible is not reliable. Not historically anyway. And I told you, what you see, out of everything I said today, you need to take a whole lot of shit from it. But main thing you need to understand is literature versus literal. Okay, so or literary versus literal. Okay, one is literally what happened. One is wrote in literature what happened. Don't mean that it really happened. Just like the motherfucker say, and it was written. Doesn't mean it say that this is real. It just mean that motherfucker wrote it. Okay? Bottom line. All right. So I don't want my people to get, don't be discouraged in the fact that, this shit not real. Don't be discouraged. As a matter of fact, that should uplift you because it's showing you that we have the capabilities to, civilize, not civil, because these niggas still not civilized, to bring light into the world on a major level. Nigga, we did this in every continent. We dropped jewels in science in every continent. Our science is what they looked at as religion because they couldn't comprehend how we got down. Okay? And that's just what it is. I mean, I don't know what other way I can show you this because this is what I just showed you here. This is prolific. Okay? Nigga, you would have to pay big money at somebody's seminar and shit to see some shit like this because this is groundbreaking. Okay? Now, family, again, like I always say, if you feel like somebody said touch you in a way that you may not have known before, or you feel like this done elevated you up to a level, man, support the brother. Okay? Support the brother. All right? I'm here for my family, and that's it. I'm not trying to work for no cracker. Like I said, if things change and I had then that's what it is. But at the time, look, I'm here for my people. Okay? And I want to make sure I give every ounce of my energy to my folks so y'all can understand what's really going on. But in order to do that, I need the family to support me. You want me to come up on this bitch every day, spread that night? Because I got shit in the chamber. Okay? I got shit in the chamber. And I appreciate the family that's been out, helping me, keeping me, right and tight, like I say, because this is a symbiotic relationship. Just like I give you knowledge to pick your head up during the day, goddammit, share some love for the brother. You understand what I'm saying? Reach out to me. Show me that this knowledge is hitting home. If it ain't just a cash out, nigga, email. Like I said, I get emails and shit. People hit me up on, just on some, man, this really changed me. I'm understanding more. I'm growing as a person. That's the only thing I can do because if I could just get 200-300 people who understand the seriousness of our plot that we in right now, okay, and understand that it's gonna take sacrifice. Like I said, it's not even much about the money, it's the loyalty to your people. Okay? It's the loyalty to your people. Once you understand the loyalty and then we create different industries for ourselves, then we can sustain ourselves without needing money. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be on the strength or some love type shit. And that's what's really it's got to come down to because, I mean, if we just being technical about it, the dollar don't mean shit. Okay, the dollar doesn't mean a damn thing. What backs the dollar up is the work that we put behind it to achieve it. Okay, we keep these industries and shit in business. That's why they over there in Africa raping and pillaging the motherfucking land, got forced child labor and shit. Because of our ignorance. That's what it is. You ignorant to the fact of what's going on. And although you ignorant does not mean that it is not a negative aspect to it. Just because you don't realize there's some negative going on from your ignorance. Just like you funding these damn churches and shit for God, and then these people saying that they going over there to go bomb and blow people up in the name of God. See, if you're not funding the shit, if you're not putting your backing behind it, then it cannot exist. But again, since you ignoring and you ignorant of the fact, you live your life as if, you just oblivious. And it comes back in a detrimental way. That's why people be feeling like they not living up to who they are. They not doing it because you're not. You taking somebody else's words for face value and then you trying to incorporate that in your life when the shit don't fit. It does not fit because most of it is fucking lies anyway. Now, family, I'm gonna get on up out of it because I don't want hard about it. You understand what I'm saying? Again, to sum it up, man, y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for the Patreon, be on the lookout for the website. I'm gonna drop that shit like a hot and bad habit, goddammit. And then, like I say, it's gonna be tiers on that on the Patreon to where you ball on the budget, I got you. Okay, I'm not trying to break the family. Like I said, I'm just trying to sustain my damn self. I got family I gotta feed. I got, you know what I'm saying? So I got things I gotta do. And right now, like I say, I don't want to do nothing else but teach my people. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do. All right. So watch out for the Patreon, watch out for the website, roll a banner down there, get with your boy, support the brother. I'm gonna support you at all times. I'm gonna be dropping up, man, up until the time I go to Atlanta. Man, I'm gonna just be dropping shit. Like I say, try to do 2-3 videos a goddamn week. So the family can get on to it. I got that holiday shit dropping. So y'all niggas, I know y'all niggas want to go out there and spend all your goddamn money. You know, y'all go in, you know, December, you got Christmas, then New Year's, goddamn, you got another holiday right there. Then the next month, damn, then it's February. You got to give something to the queen, to the empress. And then you got March. You got to go get the money to the church and Easter and shit. You know, you got Lent and April. You know, you always got some detours, you know, some detours to where the fuck you trying to go. See, spiritually, financially, and everything, and you don't understand how it's hindering you. Okay, so just fuck with your boy, man, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna put people on game. Before 2021 is up, before 2020 is up and 2021 roll in, man, say my people who been fucking with Osiris Child 360, you gonna stay in a divine state of mind. But family, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I mean, like I always do, I love you. Know the fucking enemy. Okay. Even if they call the enemy God or Jehovah or Yeshua or Elias, I don't give a goddamn who it is. You better know that goddamn enemy, okay? Now, family, until next time, Black Power. Do this shit every time, man.